Now, this long pandemic has certainly reinforced our need for companionship. And a volunteer group helping keep seniors and their canines together as long as possible has been very busy this last year and a half. Lynn Booth is a volunteer with ElderDog Vancouver. Lynn, hello there.
Hello, nice to be here.
So you're out volunteering right now. Tell us about where you are and who you're with.
Well, I'm in Kitsilano, which is the area that I volunteer within, the west side more generally. And I'm at Sharon and Muggin's house in the backyard. For a long time, I didn't even come up this far. I was just in the garden to pick up Muggins and take him for a walk. Well, and we have a team. We go walking most days of the week, in fact, all days.
Oh, so what kind of difference does, taking Muggins or other dogs out, what kind of difference does a walk like this make to the senior who owns the dog?
I don't know. I'll ask Sharon. Can you hear Sharon?
Let's
Hi
see.
there. Okay, so Lynn Booth and ElderDog came into my life at a particular time of the pandemic, and also the time when my husband was dying and was hospice at home. So that was just an enormous, just wonderful to have them come in, and they took Muggins for a walk and took care of his both emotional and physical needs. And then since then, you just sort of form this community with the walkers. It played a big part in the walkers' lives during the pandemic, but also in my life and Muggins' lives. And he forms attachments to them all. He keeps their schedule, in his mind, and he sits there waiting for so-and-so to arrive at exactly the right moment. It's just fabulous.
Oh, I love to hear that. Now, Lynn, you have to pan down. We want to see Muggins. We haven't seen Muggins yet.
Okay. I'm going to flip around and do not show myself. I hope you guys edit this.
I love it. Oh, there's Muggins. There's Muggins waiting for a walker. Yeah. So what kind of relationship do you form with the animals, Lynn?
Well, they're all different. I tend to come in and set up teams, but I keep a few that I walk regularly. And Muggins is my best pal, to be honest. He kind of saved my life too during the pandemic. We were out walking. We spent a lot of time together. Sharon's been very generous in sharing her dog with me because I don't have a dog, but I have Muggins, and that's wonderful. I like all the dogs, and I love to set up the teams of other volunteers. I'm a team lead, which means I coordinate teams. This is all volunteer, and you just end up meeting the loveliest people and the greatest dogs.
And what is the range of things that the ElderDog volunteers do? You mentioned the walking, but beyond that?
Well, we have 3 areas. There's the dog care support where we do the walks and we can help with transportation to grooming and picking up food and vet visits, things like that. But then we have something called the foster program. I'm not very involved with that, but in an emergency, I have had dogs stay overnight when their human had to go to the hospital or something came up, so they needed an emergency shelter situation. And then we have the longer term rehoming program for those situations that the human's no longer able, the client's no longer able to keep their dog, and yet they want their dog to be able to go to a loving home. That's not something I'm involved with directly, but I know we are quite active in that area too.
Wow, that is quite a range of services. That's nice that you can provide that. And just how busy has it been, for the volunteers, especially during the pandemic?
I think it has been, there were a lot of volunteers that came on board. We have a bit fewer now that people are returning to life as normal or closer to some normalcy. But we were busy. We had a lot of new clients coming. It was kind of word of mouth, I think. I think we need volunteers, and we work in the lower mainland Tri-Cities area. So we're always welcoming people to check out elderdog.ca and sign up.
Okay, is it that easy? I was just going to ask, what do you do if you're interested in becoming a volunteer? Go to the website first of all. Is it a particular profile that makes a good volunteer?
I think people who have stability in terms of their schedule are ideal, but even those people who can only do a few like I have people that have joined and helped doing the newsletter. So they've actually never been involved with the dog, but they help edit our regular newsletter and other communications. We have a fundraising committee. You go to the website or you go to Facebook has the ElderDog Vancouver Facebook presence, I think an Instagram presence, and you can just reach out and we'll send you an application. You need to get a police criminal check if you're working with clients and dogs, but if you're just volunteering with a fundraising or some other committee, then you don't even need that. You can just get involved directly.
Well, Lynn, it sounds like a win-win relationship. Can we get another look at Muggins before we say goodbye?
You
See that
you
sweet,
sure can.
sweet
I'm
little
turning
face.
you over. I don't know if am I facing the right way or no, you're looking at me. I'm really sorry. I can't see what I'm doing.
It's all working. Oh, there's Muggins hiding behind the chair.
There he is.
Hiding behind the chair.
Okay, Muggins.
Oh,
This is your moment.
having a little bit of a nap there. That's awesome. Lynn, thank you very, very, very much. All the best to you, okay?
My pleasure. Have a great day. Thanks, Gloria.